This is Confessions of a Refashionista.
Hey, today I thought I would show you guys a little bit of my behind the scenes process when I'm thrifting to refashion and let you in on, what's on my to be refashioned rail here, kind of as a alternative video for Fashion Revolution Week, which is coming up April 24th to 30th. So mark your calendars and be sure to show your label and ask, who made my clothes? To all of those, less than stellar brands that we have floating around the world right now. So starting off, I have this rather cool homemade 1960s or 70s blouse that came with either a belt or a scarf. I'm not exactly sure what this is for. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to refashion this yet because it is kind of cool just as is. What do you think? Okay, moving on down the line. Here's the dress that a few weeks ago I did ask for my blog readers' help in deciding how to refashion. And I think I've kind of decided what I want to do with it. What do you guys think out there in YouTube land? How should I refashion this fantastic bit of jungle print? And one of my favorite things, of course, is a jumpsuit. Now, of course, it's white and incredibly see-through. I don't know if you can see that. And it does come with a very wide white belt. I would definitely say this has to be 80s fanciness. And for sure it's going to get a dye job. And I'm not sure yet if I want to separate it, but absolutely these massive shoulder pads are going to be coming out. So again, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. A fantastic, I'm pretty sure this was a nightgown at some point, but I am going to transform it into a little peasant top, chop it off, give it a dye. I'm thinking of trying natural dyes for this one. Perhaps give it a nice pink with some beets. What do you think? And this is absolutely stellar. I think it's a bathrobe from the 1970s, but I actually think it's pretty phenomenal to wear it as a dress. It just needs to kind of be stitched closed and maybe shortened, but would that not make a really funky little swinging 60s style frock? And again, everything on my to be refashioned rail here has come from the thrift stores, or I've inherited it from someone, charity shops, swaps, and again, you can get some absolutely gorgeous items for very little money, and it's not going in the landfill. This one, my plan is to transform it into a top quite easily, and then use the belt as just the bottom kind of waistband of the top. Because I think as a dress it's kind of frumpy, but as a top it's pretty rockin'. This is fantastic, this dress, and I actually have no idea what I want to do with it. I think it is supposed to be rather loose fitting, but it's kind of a bit too loose fitting on me, and it's that weird awkward kind of mid-calf length, which just doesn't flatter me at all. But it is really super cool, and I do love the detail on the bottom as well. So again, any ideas are more than welcome. This gorgeous Grecian number I got for only $5 on the sale rack at a vintage shop, and I honestly don't think I'm going to do anything to it because it fits me perfectly. The length is great, and now I just got to find somewhere to wear it. Now sometimes I refashion something and I'm really not feeling it after the first couple wears, so then it ends up back on the Refashionista rail, and such was the case with this ballerina dress that I thrifted while I was still living in Berlin. And the tutorial's over on the blog for what I originally did with it. again, I'm just not really feeling the shape of it. The length is great now because I shortened it, but I'm really not sure what to do with it, but I do love the fabric. These kind of, I don't know what to call them. They're house dresses, I'm thinking, are like a dime a dozen at the thrift store, and they're always in really funky patterns. And they're really easy to just, shorten it up, and then you can have like a swingy little dress, or you can even chop it off and create a jacket because the zipper is already there. This dress is absolutely amazing and has a fantastic belt actually that came with it. But again, I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. It's that awkward length. It's a bit too wide. And the bottom, though, it would be such a shame to chop off that bottom. So again, some things, they sit on my rail sometimes for, over a year until I figure out what to do with them. That dress was actually from Germany again. So it moved over with me. This here, another funky little kind of house dress, or a clown costume, I guess. And this fantastic fabric, unfortunately, is quite damaged. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm pretty sure I can transform that into a rather awesome sleeveless top for the summer. Oh, and here, when I get an idea about something, if I have other items in my stash, I pop them all together and then hang it up there so I don't forget what my original idea was. So for this one, obviously all of this schnicky-schnacky stuff here has to come off. And what I was thinking is replacing the sleeves with these lacy sleeves. I really don't know, can you imagine that? And transforming it into kind of a funky looking overcoat or trench coat, maybe switching out the buttons. What do you think? This as well is something that I kind of have floating around in my brain, is to combine this hoodie with this dress somehow into a kind of hooded long jacket of some description. So to remove the sleeves of the dress, replace them with the sleeves of the hoodie, and maybe remove the collar and put the hood on here. And of course, get rid of this elastic waist, create a belt for it. It's kind of a labor-intensive refashion, but I think when it's all done, it's going to look awesome. And this here is the exact same dress I just had in a different pattern. And so I'm not quite sure what to do with that. Perhaps make a pair of shorts and a little crop jacket out of it. And speaking of trench coats, I actually have a couple of trench coats already on my rail here, ready to be, transformed into something. Perhaps a trench vest? I don't know. And thrift and charity shops are simply bursting with fabulous fabrics. Everything from curtains to tablecloths to bed sheets, like it's amazing, and the prices are amazing, and no one else is going to have this selection of fabrics. So everything you make is going to be extra unique. And I mean, even handkerchiefs, doilies, you name it, it's all there at thrift and charity shops. Or even just raid your own linen closet. Bed sheets, once they've been washed a few times, are so super soft and make wonderful lounge pants and dresses and shorts, and again, the list is endless. So now, let me know, what are your favorite things to score at the thrift store? Do you prefer getting furniture and decor? Do you love scoring DIY ingredients, clothes for refashioning, or just for wearing? Let me know in the comments below. And then head on over to my Confessions of a Refashionista at awesomesaucehattery.com for loads of free refashionista and upcycling tutorials for the whole family, for your home, for every room in the house. And until next time, I'll catch ya on the zigzag.